And if I need to apply more lotion.
And what we're going to do now? What we are going to do next?
So next we're going to address the reflexes above the diaphragm. So follow along with me while we address the head, neck, sinus area, eyes. So the first one is thumb walk the spine from toe to heel and reverse. The spine's on what side? Medial, right? Zone 1, right? Okay, easy way to do this. Take the outside hand. We're on the left foot. Take the outside hand, okay? Orient your hand this way. Externally rotate the foot, you okay? And then just walk down the spine. And swap hands and walk up. You could, if somebody had a spinal issue, you could go back and forth multiple times. Okay? Now, to address the toes, easy way to do it, you're going to kind of gather the toes together, not grasping them, but just lightly holding them together. And we're going to finger walk and thumb walk at the same time, down the dorsal and plantar surface at the same time. Could you do each one individually? Yes, you could. We're just going to do them both together. So it's kind of a pinching, not pinching where it hurts, but it's finger walking and thumb walking at the same time. Remember that the toe is the head and it's a bigger, has its own 5 zones. So if you wanted to make several passes down the big toe, you sure can. Okay? So what reflexes did we cover right there when we went through the toes? Face. Sinuses. Neck.
Eyes on the bottom.
Eyes not quite yet because they're below the neck and shoulder.
And right, the pineal gland?
Kind of. Yes, we did. Good. Okay, so we walked down all 5 zones ending in zone 5, right? So to stimulate the brain, we're going to stimulate the tops, very tops of the toes. And we use what I call fingerprint technique. It's just rolling the tops of the toes, right? So you're just going to take your thumb and stimulate the top of each one of the toes by rolling with the pad of your thumb back and forth. It's just a little brain stimulation, that's all. Okay? And then the last thing that you're going to do is hook and back up. Okay? So this is an advanced technique for the smaller reflexes. You use a supported thumb. The way you use a supported thumb is pull your 4 fingers together and land your thumb on top. We know that the reflex is directly in the center of the plantar surface of the big toe. Use your other hand to support, and you're going to press in and pull up and then relax. So it's press in, up, and then back out. That's why it's called hook and back up. So it's for deep reflexes. And you can do that several times. Hook and back up. Most commonly used on the pituitary pineal reflex. And we'll practice that. Supported thumb in, make contact with the fascia or this tissue underneath, and then curl back out. Okay? And then we're going to address the chest area. So
Just in the big toe?
just on the pineal and pituitary gland, right? So we're going to do all of the organs in the chest cavity. And the way we do that is we're going to thumb walk back and forth over this entire area, just generally covering all of these organs. So what I'm doing is I'm working medial to lateral, then turning around and working lateral to medial. One line underneath of the other one, right? Just until you get down to the diaphragmatic line.
What is that technique called before?
Hook and back up. It's, yeah, right there. Yep, that's it. Okay. And then when you get to the diaphragm line, to stimulate the diaphragm reflex, we're going to use a technique called flexing along the line. Flexing is just where you hold your supported thumb stationary and you bend the foot, or flex, plantar flex the foot into it. And then you can do that on a stationary reflex, like the solar plexus reflex, or you can walk the line. So, most of this is coming from the bending into, rather than my pressing, forward. Okay? So just bend the foot into it. Okay, flexing. And then thumb walk the lateral edge of the foot, which is the arm and shoulder area, right? So again, real easy way to do this. Before, when we were thumb walking the spine, we externally rotated. To walk the arm, we internally rotate. Again, bring your hand up and over like this, and you're just going to thumb walk down to the base of the fifth metatarsal, and then back up again.
So that's arm and shoulders, right?
Right, exactly. And again, you could do that several times if you wanted to. Now remember, some of the reflexes are on the dorsal side, right? So we're going to finger walk the chest reflexes, addressing the dorsal side of the foot. So we're just going to finger walk back and forth, using 2 or 3 fingers, because we can cover the whole area, right? Now, if somebody has really super big feet compared to your hands, and it's difficult to reach the other edge, just go halfway and then meet halfway the other way, right? Just halfway. You could do it both at the same time. And then we finish off by just milking the lymph area using our scissor fingers, or if you would prefer, you can use your index and thumb. We're aiming for the area between the toes, and we're just kind of pulling back to kind of, as if we're trying to get the fluid out of that area. And then that's it, right?